Let me adjust the lighting in here. You know, the boy that tinted the windows on the house. So it's kind of like shaded in here. I'm shaded, 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 shaded. Anyway, it's almost 1 o'clock. When you're a business owner, you wake up when you want to, you know. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that. That lighting a little bit better. I like that. Um, am I the only one to be having crazy ass dreams? I want to know. Y'all need to let me know in the comment box. Y'all be having crazy ass dreams? Man, I had a crazy ass dream about some aliens last night. But they like spoke English. The only difference about them was like they had bigger heads. So like I was in the studio and we recording. Let me move my breakfast, my little oatmeal. Let me let that cool down while I talk to y'all about this. We in the studio recording. All of a sudden the TV stopped working. The cell phone reception stopped working. The microphone stopped working. Everything stopped working. Well, what the hell going on? We go straight to joking on my boy. You ain't paid a light bill. What the hell going on over here, boy? You ain't paid a light bill? So we like turning stuff off and trying to turn it back on. Ain't nothing working. I'm trying to call people on my cell phone, like the cell phone not working. I'm like, what the hell going on here? My damn cell phone done got cut off? What the fuck going on? Then I noticed like the window was cracked because we were smoking. I could hear like hella wind. I'm like, what the fuck going on outside? Now, with time passing, my anxiety is building. And like, I don't know, I'm from the hood, you know, I can feel when people looking at me. I can damn near smell when trouble's going on. Like, I know when something's not right, you know what I'm saying? And this feeling is just building up inside of me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's a pit in my stomach. I'm starting to feel this pit in my stomach. I'm like, oh, like as more time goes on, this shit getting realer and realer. Excuse me. So I went outside. And it's like nobody, nowhere to be found. It's like smoke. I'm like, what the fuck? At this point, I'm trying to go back in the house, right? But I seen like a shadow like go like on the street. So I look up and I'd be damned if I don't see like this object in the sky. But it's like far as hell. I'm like, what the hell is this? Then it was two of them. Then it was three of them. And then they got over me and they started getting closer and closer and closer. And as they got closer, I realized that it was not familiar. I have never seen nothing like this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I never seen no shit like this. And in the dream, I'm just wishing that it's a dream. Like, oh man, I hope it's a dream. I don't know about anybody else that was in the military or that's from the hood or that has PTSD. You know what I'm saying? I think I got PTSD from the neighborhood I grew up in. Like, I don't even blame the army for the PTSD I got. All my dreams are super duper real. Like, I could feel the pain, excuse me. I could feel the pain that I get in the dream. Like if I'm falling, I can feel myself falling for real. And like when I hit the ground, my body, like my ex told me that happened a lot of times that I will be asleep and I would jump like that. Um, my dreams are super duper real. So I'm trying to get back in the house, but it's like the doors are not working on the house. Like everything is just like stopped. Everything is just like frozen, cut off. Like I said, even the doors are not working. Man, what the hell? So I see these like blue figures. They're like blue, like water blue, and they got like big ass heads, but they're smiling at me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not really coming like violently, aggressively. They're like, you know, like if they're happy to see me, I'm not happy to see them. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So my first thing I try to do was run. But like a part of me knew that I wasn't gonna be able to run from this shit. Like a part of me knew that this is real. There ain't no getting away from this. I remember trying to punch one of them, and it was like, bloop. Like it didn't affect them. It was just like a puddle in their forehead when I punched them. Bloop. He's just sitting there smiling at me. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? And in the dream, I'm knowing that like I know there's other stuff out there. Like if we're out here, there's got to be other stuff out here. Like with no questions asked. Like I believe in aliens. I mean, I would say more extraterrestrials. Like the aliens is the word that they made us believe what they will be called. But like I have like a different understanding in myself that we're not the only ones on this planet. If it's animals and creatures and stuff, it's probably some animals we don't even know about. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, outside of this atmosphere, I wholeheartedly believe that it's something out here. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the sky, like right now, I'm looking at the sky, it looks like the ocean kind of, but it has clouds and it's just infinite. It's like never ending. You know what I mean? And a part of me feels like there's definitely something out there. How do y'all feel? Do y'all think there's something out there? It just hasn't got to us yet. Um, I hope that dream was not real, but everything that I dreamed be happening. Like I dreamed that I was going to get a divorce. I'm getting a divorce. Like one of my biggest fears as a father was that my children will be staying somewhere else on this planet, not under my roof. And for me, that's a very scary feeling because I don't feel like anybody on this planet is going to protect them with the same kind of energy that I'm going to protect them with. Like, I'm not hesitating. My reactions are going to be the quickest for my kids. And it should be like that for you too. I'm not saying I wouldn't help your kids, but I'm just saying if my kids was on a train track and I had to get them and I knew for certain I was going to die, I wouldn't think about it. I would do it and I would give my life for them. I would not even think about it. You know what I mean? Um that kind of energy. So it's like all my dreams they come true in some form or fashion. Some of the weird dreams that I've had, my mom died when I was 24. My mom died when I was 21, 22 in 2014. Uh, I have dreams that I see her in Walmart and she's with my little brother and they're shopping. So, you know, I'm walking in Walmart regular day. See my mom. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Then I see my brother and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I walk up to them and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why y'all acting like y'all been dead this whole time? Like, I've been miss my mom. Like, I've been missing you. And then I'm looking at my brother like, mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, how come you didn't tell me she was alive? You know what I mean? And they don't know who I am in the dream. Like, they're like, excuse me, sir, can you back up? And I'm like crying at this point because I'm like, mom, it's me. It's me. You know what I mean? And she's still sir, can you please back away? And she's looking like she's gonna call like some security or try to get some help from somebody. But it's just like my heart just falls out of the sky, you know, with pain because my mom been dead since 2014 and I see her in a dream and she don't know me. You know what I mean? I've had dreams about my mom and my grandma um being like in the jungle, but it's not it's like it's like the Sahara Desert kind of like in Lion King, how it's like flat, you know what I mean? But in the dream, there's this big tree, and trees give shade. So it's kind of really, really dark where we're at, but under this tree, it's like super dark, like super duper dark, pitch black. And all I can see is two pairs of eyes, right? As I get closer, I realize that those two pairs of eyes that I see are two female tigers. You know what I mean? And they're just laying there like on a branch under the tree, just chilling, comfortable. You know what I mean? And in the dream, I know in my head, it gets to my brain that my mom and my grandma are dead. They're hanging out in the afterlife and they're waiting on me. So, excuse me, it's like this weird dream where it's like this weird feeling where, on one hand, I see tigers in the pitch black, but I see them and I see their eyes, and I'm scared as hell when I realize what they are. But on the other hand, excuse me, on the other hand, they're comforting me because they're letting me know, like, we're here and we're waiting on you. Like, like that's where I'm going when I die. Um, I don't know about y'all, how y'all feel about death, but when I was a kid, I used to cry when I would think about dying because I would think that it's just over. There's nothing after this. It's going to be pitch black. You're not going to be conscious. You're not going to know what's going on. You're just going to be deleted, right? And since I've had so many people die in my life, it's made death seem like more comforting because I'm going with them. Like wherever they are, I'm going with them. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Like all them people that I love that are not here anymore, I'm gonna see them again when I die. These dreams that I've been having are like super duper weird. Um, y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all having crazy dreams like that too. Um, I have dreams about going to prison. I have dreams about trying to get back in the army, and they said that they're gonna let me in, but then they don't let me in. Like at the last minute when I'm getting all my stuff to go, they're like, you know what? It ain't gonna work. We don't want you. Have a good life. And I'm like, what you mean, man? Y'all just told me it was good. I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, in the dream, I'm actually like fighting them about it because I don't want to give up. And I feel like in my heart, if I fight hard enough, that they'll see that I'm serious and they'll let me back in. But I don't want to go back in the army. I don't want to go back to dealing with somebody telling me what to do. I don't want to go back to making that little bit of money. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy because it's like the stuff that you go through in life, it echoes in your dreams. Like for me, it echoes in my dreams. I've had dreams about people more than once. If it's a bad dream about that person, I stop talking to them. And I don't feel bad about it. I used to go to the studio in Raleigh, and this guy that I went to his studio, I had more than two dreams about him trying to get with my ex while we were together. Um, I dreamed that he told me when I see her, I'm gonna tell her you do this and you do that and you do this, and it's all lies. And I'm like, how do we go from me recording music at your studio to now you trying to set me up to take my wife at the time? I brushed that dream off. It was weird. You got to dream about somebody, right? But the second dream I had about this guy, I was walking past a restaurant and I seen him through the window, but all I could see was him. You know what I'm saying? And I leaned in further and seen across the table from him was my ex. And that shit stung me like a bee stung me. Like it hurt. It hurt something serious because I was like, how I let him get in? Like he didn't know at the time wife. How did I let him get in? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did this happen? And in the dream, I went to go get a gun because I was gonna kill that man. You know what I mean? Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because it affected me in real life. So I stopped dealing with him. Like I unfollowed him, I removed him from my followers. I don't talk to him no more. My manager actually told me, you know, I don't hear from him no more. What happened? You know what I mean? And my manager was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I had a show at the Villains Den, and I walked up the DJ booth, and he was in there. Now, when he saw me and I saw him, I felt that feeling again in my dream, like I wanted to kill him. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? Like how these things come to fruition. Not saying I killed him, but what I'm saying is that feeling that I had inside of me that he got over on me or he did me dirty and was set like trying to set me up. When I seen him in real life, that feeling returned. I was like, "What's up?" But I kept it moving too. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that these dreams happen for nothing. You can call me crazy. You can say whatever you want about me, but um my dreams talk to me. I had a dream one time that I was in I didn't know I was in prison, but I was in a dark room. I woke up and I was laying down. And I remember I got up and I put my feet off the bed. I was barefoot and I touched the ground and the ground was icy cold. I'm like, ooh, ooh, like the cold just went up my body and I was like, ooh. But then I heard this noise that was like, I'm like, this noise is piercing my soul because it's like the scariest noise I ever heard in my life. Um, I got up off the bed and I walked towards the noise. And as I got closer to it, I felt air hitting me. Like the closer I got, it was the harder the air was hitting me. And I'm like, damn. I looked out this window. It was a small ass window, like a skinny window. And I just remember seeing the inside of a prison block. I seen the stairs that go up. I seen all the other doors. I seen it was dark gray, like real, like concrete gray looking. The numbers on the doors. And as every second went by in that dream, reality struck. Reality was hitting me. My house, my cars, my kids, my wife. Every second that goes by, I'm going crazier, and I'm realizing that I can't get in touch with the people that I care about the most. I can't see if they're okay, and I can't ask them what the hell happened for me to be here. I've had dreams where I wake up in a room and I'm in the room by myself and I'm knowing that I'm in prison, but I didn't know like the severity of the situation. I heard this noise like, and every like 5 seconds it got louder. Then these noises came with like a rumble with time. You could hear like like feet. You know what I mean? I looked out the door to my cell and it was all the inmates coming inside from outside, and there were so many of them that the commotion of them just walking and moving was just like exponential. Like it was super duper loud. Now the worst part about this dream was all those people were coming in the cell with me. We was all crammed in the cell together, and it was the most scariest thing that I ever experienced in my life. Now, I feel like those dreams, I hope to God that they're not going to come true, but I feel like those dreams are like a preventative measure in my life. Like keep your head on straight, LaQuon, because if you lose your mind and you do something that you're gonna regret, that's where you're gonna end up at. In these dreams, I always see people from the hood that I knew growing up. It was this dude named Daniel Well. I see him. He was always one of them punching people and playing in people's faces kind of guy. Um, I see him in the dreams. I see all kinds of people that I knew back in the day, and I'm like, I don't see these people no more in this life. In the life that I'm living right now, since I moved on and moved out the hood, I don't see those people no more. And it's like in the dream, I realized why I didn't see these people. You know what I mean? I'm realizing like I'm not seeing this person because he been in prison this whole time, probably. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. Like it's super duper crazy. Um, I believe myself that when I die, I'm gonna go to a dream infinitely. Like I'm gonna be there forever. I have dreams where I'm back in El Paso, Texas, and I'm sitting on the hood of my car right off the highway, and I'm watching the cars drive by, and the cars are like tracer rounds from a Mark 19 or something. Phew, 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 phew. Everything is just super duper quick. You know what I mean? Um, I have dreams that I'm behind Selma Middle School. You know, before they cut all the trees down, all the buses they're parked and they leave. In uniform. Um, I'm standing in the woods and I'm watching all the kids get on the bus, and my heart is dropping because I'm knowing that kid. I used to be one of them kids, but my time is gone and it's over. I say that to say this, man. If you're having crazy dreams, you know what I mean? I think it's I think it's a good and a bad thing. Like I think it's good that I get to see how bad things can get, but I think it's a bad thing because I don't rest. In the dream, I wake up and I'm not rested. My body has been tense. You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing all this stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing because I know like where I'm at is where I want to be. I'm in my home. You know, I'm comfortable. It's quiet. I got my breakfast. You know what I mean? Like life is good at this point, but I know where it can get really quick. I'm one mistake away. You know, I seen something on Facebook 2 days ago that there's these guys wanted for murder in a road rage incident around here. Some people, I guess somebody flicked somebody off or cut somebody off or whatever the case may be. The situation escalated to the point to where a car got shot up and now there's somebody dead. And the traffic camera caught the whole thing. So these two guys are wanted for murder now. Their lives are over now. Just that quick. They could have been running to the store to get some cigarillos. You know what I'm saying? They could have been running to the store to get some diapers. But because this situation transpired and escalated and they let it escalate, now they're wanted for murder. So for forever, their lives will be different. Their lives will never be the same. And that's one of my biggest fears. I'm not afraid to kill someone, but I don't want to kill someone. I don't want to take somebody's life. You know what I mean? Because I know that'll stay on my conscience forever. I don't want to be responsible for taking somebody off this planet if I don't have to. If I have to defend myself, I'm splatting you. No questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm trained for that. You know what I mean? Like I know what to do. I know how to react, and I got my reflexes from training. But with that being said, even though I know how to do that, I don't want to. I don't want to kill anybody. But if I have to, I definitely will. Most definitely. Um, I started carrying my pistol around because I'm starting to see all the crazy stuff that's going on around this country with people shooting places up or, just terrible things happening to innocent people. I want to be one of them people. Excuse me. I want to be one of them people that when somebody starts shooting Walmart up, I'm going to blow your head off. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to be a hero or anything like that, but I would like to make an example out of one of these people. Y'all want to go shoot something up? Okay. I'm not putting you in court, taking you to trial and all that. Bow, you done. And I honestly feel like they need to bring back the public executions. You know what I mean? Um, Certain crimes you ought to be executed in public at 3 o'clock downtown, center square, hung. You know what I mean? Like you need to be lightly hung, not hard. You know what I mean? Like hang them softly, let them die. Like make it as long as you can that they have to suffer, so that people can see what's going to happen to you if you mess up. If you mess with kids, if you out here raping women, if you killing people, if you doing these damn racial massacres or whatever you want to call them, where people are shooting up concerts and all this wild stuff. Um, you ought to be hung. If you selling drugs that have stuff in it that's killing people, you ought to be hung. Now, everybody says, well, if they weren't, if they didn't buy the drugs, then they would have never died, so you can't blame the dealer. That's not always the case because I had bought some weed one time and I've been smoking weed since I was 14 years old. My heart ain't never raced out of my chest like that. But for like 2 or 3 days, every time I would smoke, my heart would race out of my chest. And I'm like, something is not right. Like, something is not right. And then a friend of mine told me that there's people around here selling weed with embalming fluid on it. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make you like a fiend to this certain kind of weed. Like, they want you to get this certain kind of feeling and get hooked on it. You're a terrible person because I was looking to buy weed, but I wasn't looking for all that. You trying to ruin my life. You know what I mean? Like if I knew for sure, without a doubt, man, it would not be good for that person. Like you playing with people, that's not all right. So what I did was I just stopped doing, I stopped smoking weed. I don't do anything. Only thing I take is vitamins. That's it. I take a one a day. That's it. I don't mess around because I ain't got time for it. And like I said, I know where I'm gonna take it if I find out somebody's messing with some stuff that I bought or giving me some stuff that's messed up, knowingly selling me stuff that's not good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know drugs ain't good for you at all. But what I'm saying is if you're introducing stuff into it and you're selling it to people, you're like one of the worst people on this planet. You know what I mean? Um, I want y'all to let me know what kind of crazy dreams you guys have had. I'm interested. Uh, I'm a dreamer. I dream every night. I know some people who tell me that they don't dream at all. I'm like, man, you lucky. You know what I mean? Because you're actually resting. I'm not. Like I'm dreaming about falling. I'm dreaming about going to prison. I'm dreaming about my house being on fire. I'm dreaming a bunch of terrible stuff. So y'all let me know in the comment section what kind of dreams y'all been having and stuff. And let me know what y'all think about my situation, If any of you guys feel like you can read a dream or you know what a dream means, let me know. My name is LaQuon. I'm white and black. I do music. I make I do clothing. Uh, I mess with the vinyl on the cars a little bit. I'm a window tinter. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm going through a divorce. I have 2 children. I've been to jail twice, but I've never been to prison. I did Army, 4.5 years in the Army. So that's a little background, just in case you guys think that you can read my dream for me and tell me what you think about it. Like I said, if you're having crazy dreams, it doesn't have to be really connected to PTSD. But do you guys think that my, PTSD has anything to do with it? I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everybody who watches my stuff. I'm trying my best to stay consistent with this YouTube stuff every day. I'm not really looking to get like fame or anything like that. It's just something that I'm trying to start that's new and stay committed to it. If you guys know what I mean, like right now I'm drinking a gallon of water with lemon in it every day. Trying to lose a little bit of fat off of my body. As you guys can tell, I'm not fat very much, but I do have a little bit of fat on me. I want to get it off, loose skin, whatever you want to call it. So I'm working out. I'm drinking the lemon. I might do a video about the difference in about a month from when I started to now. Uh, I appreciate everything. Even if you come on here to say I got a big ass head, I appreciate you watching the video, man. You know what I mean? I hope that you guys take care, man. It's a crazy world out here. Guard your peace and protect your mind, because it's not a joke out here. You lose your mind, you're gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? One way or the other, you're gonna pay for it. With that being said, it's LaQuon. The only LaQuon you ever gonna see in this complexion. Yeah, like that.